Good morning, everybody. I just want to begin today with a little shout out to a good friend of our church, a young lady by the name of Jess. And Jess, we're thinking of you, baby. We're thinking of you. You're a good kid. And we're looking forward to seeing you again. You hang in there. And we're looking forward to seeing you, my girl. Okay, we're talking about the Beatitudes. Matthew chapter 5. We're talking about the purity of heart. We've spoken about the priority of purity. We've spoken about the necessity of purity for power's sake. We've spoken about the fact that there is a price to pay for impurity. But today I want to take you to the aspect of the process of purity. How do we get it? Where does it begin? How do we hold on to it? How does it process its way through our lives? Well, I want to suggest to you, first of all, there's got to be a beginning, like there has to be for everything. And I just love the story of David, a great king in the Old Testament, who was said that he had a heart after God. He had a heart just like God's, and God is a perfect picture of what ultimate purity is all about. And David had a heart just like his. In fact, we read in two of the Psalms, in fact there may even be more, but just for now I'm just going to point you to two of the Psalms. In Psalm 51 we see how David cries out to God, and he says, "Cleanse me with hyssop and I will be clean. Wash me and I'll be whiter than snow. Create in me a pure heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me." You see, David knew that a heart after God began with God. God is the one who creates that heart. Remember we said the other day, he takes that hardened heart, that heart that has been legalistically made hard and hammered, and he takes that hard heart and he gives you a heart of flesh. This is it. This is exactly that, where he takes that heart of stone, gives you a heart of flesh, and God does that. No self-help course is going to do it. No great book on reading, whatever you want to read, is going to be able to do what only God can do. It begins with God. So if you want a pure heart, you better ask God for it. You come to him on his terms and you say, "God, cleanse me with hyssop. Get rid of this messed up heart that I have and give to me. Create in me a clean heart." And then we read in Psalm 139, which is really my favorite psalm, and it's all about how God knows everything, how God can do anything, how God is everywhere, that there's nowhere where God is not. And then he culminates the psalm, and it's almost like David has spoken about all these beautiful attributes of God. He can't control himself. He says, "Lord, I know you know everything. Lord, I know that you are everywhere. Lord, I know that if I go the other side of the sea, you'll be there. If I go the depths of the ocean, if I go down to hell, you are going to be there." And then he's overwhelmed with all these beautiful facts about who God is and what God is like. He can't help himself. And then he says this in the last section. He says, "Oh man, search me, O God, and know my heart." He's not saying, "Know my mind. My mind is a mess. But Lord, know my heart, because my heart is a reflection of the depth of what's going on in my mind. God, will you please know my heart? Test me," he says, "and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting." You know, that's beautiful Beatitude, verse 8 says, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God." The first attribute we spoke about was, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for they will inherit the kingdom of God." I think there's a clear link here. The kingdom of God, and being in the kingdom of God, you're surely going to see the king of the kingdom when your heart is pure and it comes out of the motive of poorness of spirit. Man, it's all about eternity, people. It's not about this life. The proof of it and the truth of it will be worked out in this life. But the ultimate beauty of this psalm and this particular beatitude, or these two, is that we get to see God in the beauty of that place called heaven, the king of his kingdom. And we're going to see him, and we will be just like him, totally pure in heart. I hope you can get that. It's a great truth. It's huge. It blows my mind. I hope it does the same for you today. Go and have a good day, people. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.